Yo, 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 it's your boy B Dub live in your face with extra bass, man. How y'all doing tonight, man? Hope y'all doing good. Before we get anything started though, I need y'all to hit that like, that subscribe, and that share button, man. So you know your boy's going live, you're getting it right then and there. Today I got a little special treat for y'all today, man. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Um, there's been a lot of things going on with my team, man, and I've been expressing my emotions, a lot of negative, a lot just coming off the top of the dome, just being upset because I'm just used to winning, and I want to just win, and I want that Super Bowl. And our standards is really high, and how we're playing is really low. So I finally got to hear from somebody and got to see I got a lot of respect after hearing AJ Brown, man. After this little interview, I'm gonna have him come up in here and explain how he feels, man, because he needs to he he needs to. I got an understanding after I heard this interview. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, like it's more bigger than just coaching, man. Like a lot of guys are not executing. A lot of guys are just. It takes. See, football is 11 on 11 sport, right? So if one piece, it's like a clock too. It's 11 on 11 sport. It's like a clock, right? So when the clock one piece breaks, then the whole thing doesn't work, right? Maybe twice a day. But AJ Brown, I think is pretty. Before I even say anything more, I'm gonna let y'all hear it from the horse's mouth, man.
The reason why I didn't speak to the media after the game because
Mind you, before I pause it again, AJ Brown wasn't talking to the media. After the last couple of losses, he took a fine, and just walked like he just walked out. And the thing is, too, when we've been losing, the camera and all the criticism is kind of like pointed towards AJ. Like these Philadelphia writers are writing these bogus. They're doing their job. I guess that's what they're supposed to do. But they're just writing bogus things about AJ, and AJ's already always in the front. So like when we're losing, the game's over. They just go straight to AJ Brown, and he's kind of walking off the field shaking his head. Man, he's a human being. Man, nobody likes to lose. You know what I'm saying? If he wasn't shaking his head, I'd have a problem. You know what I'm saying? And the last game they caught him walking off the game or after off the field, kind of shaking his head, and he explains why. But I ain't gonna say anymore.
I didn't want to be negative. You know, I had already transitioned to the mindset where we were going through a tough time, and so me personally, the person I am, who just
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! I don't
know,
hear.
I just have to go back to work. And ain't nothing I could do about it. And like I said after the game, I said I was raised. If I had nothing nice to say, I'm not gonna say nothing at all. So I'm not just about to continue to compound the negative with the negative. So you guys can write more negative stuff. Like you guys watch the game too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like you guys already know. So that's why I was like, there's nothing more that I can say. I'm not trying to make it worse than what it is. And so and then on top of that, everything that I do, if I say something, I do anything, I'm classified as a monster.
I agree 100% with that. I just said it. Like every time he says anything, man, they're on him, man. Like sometimes these reporters and these people at the game is just they're ridiculous, man. Like I don't understand how these people get paid to just bash these NFL players, NBA players, Major League players, whatever, and just say what they want to say about them, man. Like this is crazy, man. And a lot of it be whack, it be not true.
Honestly, and it's honestly the opposite. You saw my frustration on the field. It wasn't about the play call. It wasn't about none of that. It was about
Washington
Oh
homeowners,
hell
we
no,
need to talk.
I don't care.
Solar works in Washington.
my guy getting banged up, and I'm gonna need Smitty moving forward. You know, and so
Basically, he was just talking about how he was upset when Smitty got hurt. Like it didn't look good. I guess he got good news today, but I thought he was out because I heard he walked out off the field with a boot on. So AJ was upset about that.
but that was it. I apologize to my teammates today. you know, because they shouldn't have to answer questions on my behalf. You know, I'm a man. I can speak for myself. I was actually looking forward to seeing one of the reporters here today because I wanted to ask him a question. I'm still going to say the question because he wrote a story, and I did read the story. It was about he said a veteran said something about me and this and that. So I was going to ask him, who is the veteran? You know, because I know who I am, and I know that's not, you know, you can portray me however you want to portray me, but you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, like, I know who I am. And so I try to be careful what I say because you guys still gonna write it up however you want to write it up. I was a journalism major, like that's what your job, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not upset at none of y'all.
Game recognized game.
That's just what comes with it. So
why did you feel the need to apologize to
your teammates? Because to me, honestly, because I felt like I was doing the right thing. You know, I was doing the right thing as a captain, and by not compounding the negative with the negative. Like, we're going through tough times, so I don't want to continue to be negative. And you know, and it took me a couple of days to realize, like, my teammates are answering questions on my behalf. You know, I can speak for myself. I'm a man, so yeah.
You mentioned that the Devontae's injury was a reason for frustration at that moment. Have there been other reasons for frustration that you've seen?
Of course, you know.
Okay, now that's exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know if y'all heard that, but this reporter just literally asked him. Besides that, is there anything else you've been getting frustrated about? You got to be kidding me, man. I wish I had my soundboard working or my stream deck working because I'd be roasting this damn reporter right now. I'm gonna get it up and going though.
I think that's another thing too. You know, another thing why I wanted to apologize too, because all you see is AJ Brown frustrated with the Eagles, AJ this, AJ that. You know, but everybody in his locker room is frustrated.
You're damn
so why
right.
are you singling me out because I'm frustrated? Like, just because I'm shaking my head, I'm showing emotion. You can look at everybody in the stadium has bad body language. They're frustrated.
Bruh, I'm in Seattle, Washington, or actually Olympia, Washington. Bad body language about my Eagles.
You know? And so, yeah, I wanted to clear that up because it's not about me. Like, we all frustrated. So I wanted to clear that up, man. Your question was?
No, about the other sources of the frustration.
Yeah, because I want to win. Like, I want to win, and I'm trying to do everything in my power to win. Like, I wake up before the sun come up. I go home when the sun is past hours after the sun has gone down. Like, this is our life. We dedicate our whole entire life to this. And I'm sorry, I'm cursing, but
no, I'll cuss again.
It's serious to us. You know
shit.
what I'm saying? And so it comes with frustration because if one man goes the wrong way, a half inch, the play is over. It doesn't work, and that's what happens. And that's what actually happened that last drive. You know, that Brian is getting crucified on the play call or whatever. That second play, if somebody go the left and block a certain person, it's a 30-yard touchdown by Jalen. He runs in.
Good point right there. Now, that's what brings me back to my point where it's an 11-on-11 thing plus coaches. Your coach can have the best play call, dialed down, got this team off guard. But if one guy doesn't do their job, all 11 guys have to do their jobs. Period. And if one guy messes up doing their job, play's over.
So that's why it's the greatest game that's the greatest game it is today, because it takes all 11 to be on the same page. And if one person mess up, the whole play is over with.
AJ, for the people that question whether you're upset with targets, and you talked about a reporter addressing things, how do you address that when you hear people questioning that you're upset because it's kind of an individual thing?
You know, I already kind of addressed that, but you know, that's something I can't really control. You know, honestly, man, I don't even ask for the ball in the game. I don't even talk to Brian. I don't say nothing to nobody. Like, Smitty is the one vocal. He's the more vocal one. Y'all don't even see that, but
I believe it.
But I don't say nothing during the game. I don't ask for the ball, like, you know. But you know, if a wide receiver says anything,
he's
classified as a diva. He's want the ball. No, like, maybe I'm holding my teammates accountable. You know, like we have those tough conversations. But if a quarterback does it, then don't nobody say nothing. But if a receiver does it, then then it's the end of the world, you know?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, do y'all agree with that statement right there? He says if a quarterback cries about something or gets frustrated about something, he's not crucified as much as a receiver. I don't know. Leave a comment. Leave a comment in the comment section and tell me what y'all think about that one, man. Because me personally, I agree. But at the same time, receivers are divas, though. A lot of receivers are divas. I'm not saying AJ Brown's a diva. Some way he has to be a diva. He's a superstar. But I believe though he's one of these guys, his team first. He ain't one of them Antonio Brown type of characters. You know what I'm saying? I really believe this kid is the man. And after hearing half of what I'm hearing right now, I'm impressed. And what he's done for us these last 2 years, he's leads the NFL or Eagles records books in 2 years. Like, come on, man. Y'all got to, hey, Eagle fans, we got to relax a little bit, man. We got to, they're human, man.
But, that is what it is, and I can't control that. I know who I am, and I try to push my teammates, and I'm not going to change who I am, and that's what it is.
You mentioned you spoke to everybody beforehand.
Frustrated, and you mentioned you're all frustrated. You talk about the conversations. How do you manage the frustrations when y'all are looking over what to fix in the offense and just talking to the coaches and the players in between? Because,
Hey guys, I'm Nick, the owner of Freedom Boat Club.
I'm Keith, the membership executive.
Stop
We
being
believe
cheap,
life
niggas
is better
premium.
on the water.
with frustrations, how do you manage that?
With everything else you do with your life, you have to continue to press forward, and I think that's what we're doing, just putting one foot in front of the other, going back to work, because that's what it comes down to anyway. No talking. You can talk about it all day, but till you go on the practice field and you put in that work and you grind, that's the only way you're going to get out of a rut. And so right now, yeah, we got knocked down. Okay, we're going to get back up. If we get knocked down again, we're going to get back up. That's just and that's actually what we're trying to do, and that's all that we're doing. So I'm okay.
You mentioned that.
With Nick and Jalen, you three have won a lot since you've got here. This is probably the toughest stretch you've been through.
Mm-hmm.
What have you learned about your relationship with Nick and Jalen during this kind of downfall?
I can tell you that there may be things that Nick probably want to fix about himself, and I'll say, but the one thing I can't respect, loyalty is not one of them. And I say that because he takes up for us when it has nothing to do with him, and he gets the blame. But that comes with his job, and sometimes Jalen.
Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, I see right there, I respect that answer. Pretty much he said that he knows that he has to fix some things as a coach, but his loyalty, he doesn't have to fix. That's deep. Because now, when you got these guys on a gladiator on the field fighting and every day battling, if these players don't like your coach, they're not going to play that good. I'm a product of it, because when we had Chip Kelly this last year, our players was not playing for Chip Kelly. They were trying to get him out of there. And you can see the effort on the field. You know what I'm saying? So for him to say that, man, that's just a big accountability, man. That's accountability. And that goes far with me. No matter what the mistakes you make, because I make big mistakes in my life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm accountable. I hold myself accountable for everything that I do wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm hard on myself every day, even at work. I make one little mistake, I'm on myself about it, not trying to make that little mistake again. That's just how I'm trying to be attention to detail and, hold myself at a high standard. Thanks, Jalen Hurts. He taught me that. As a grown man, I'm 42 years old, getting knowledge off some of these youngsters, man. So I'm just saying, I was being an emotional roller coaster these last few weeks, man. I just kind of sat back today. I already saw this interview, so I had to just sit back and just relax. I'm like, man, I got to share this with you guys, man, and just give you my thought. But let's proceed.
And does the same thing, and just like Brian, he get the wrong end of the stick sometimes when it be us. But because like I said today, the coaches played 0 snaps this year. It is not the coaches, it is us. And so, like I said, if one person goes the wrong way, the whole play is over with. And
that is true, but I do remember being at that Seahawks game and seeing them route concepts. That's coaching. There's nothing you can tell me about that because I, with my own 2020 vision, saw the route concept that y'all was doing, and that's terrible. So there's nothing you can tell me on that. Sorry, AJ. That's the only thing I don't agree with you on. But I agree with everything else.
And as you guys see, it is glimpse. It is highs and lows. It goes just like this. And so that's why I feel like honestly I feel like we are close. We are close to continue to getting better and continue to take that next step. You know, with all this freaking adversity, we right there. That's what happens when you're trying to get to the next step. Gravity pulls against you. Everything pulls against you, and I think that's what this team is going through right now. And I think once we fight through that, push through that, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be right where we need to be. Because I know we got great people in this locker room. We got good people.
You mentioned that you spoke
Nick's talked about
the
Nick's talked about the
to do that, to get, you know,
What it takes, like I said, it takes going to work, practicing, you know, holding each other accountable. It's just putting in that work. That's simple.
Nick's talked about the conversations that you guys have had the last couple of weeks. I guess how would you characterize those conversations? How do you feel coming out of them?
I feel fine. Like people say I'm beefing with Nick. I'm not mad at Nick. I'm not mad at nobody. Like we have a great relationship. Like I said, like I got a ton of respect for Nick. Cause like I said, he take up for us when it be us, you know. And
that's why I gotta apologize to the Eagle fan base, Eagle fans, Eagle team, man. Like I was saying, like fire Nick and all that. Let's get rid of everybody, have everybody leave. That was I don't know. I apologize, man. Like, nah, man. I'm an Eagles fan, man. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I have 1 minute I'm high, 1 minute I'm low, but I'm always an Eagles fan. I tell you that. You know what I'm saying? It took me to like age of 36 or something like that to get a Super Bowl. So like I've been rocking with these Eagles, man. You know, but like my boy, I'm gonna shout out to my boy Isaiah, man. He was telling me, he's like, nah, man, I don't think so. I was like, nah, Nick Sirianni lost the locker room. I was saying it. Nick Sirianni lost the locker room. So I was wrong on that. So that's called accountability. Calling my own self out.
I even said, for example, I'm gonna get detailed. For example, I know that's what y'all want anyway, but I'm gonna get detailed. Like for the Seattle game, that was on us. Like we messed
Hell
up.
yeah.
We improvised and we went on our own. And Nick came out and said, "Oh, I wanted to try to get a flag or something crazy like that." It's like he really made himself look like a fool for us.
That's crazy. He's pretty much putting his job on the line for the guys like us doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't agree with Nick doing that. That's when it comes to you got to be a leader coach. Like, hell no, what are y'all doing? For me, in my opinion, for him to tell the media that he was okay in that, I'm sure he called it, let's call a spade a spade. That's okay in behavior. That's okay in that behavior. That's, you know what I'm saying? If you think about it, you did that in the butt. Don't you ever do that again. I'm the coach. Let's do what the play was drawn up for. Now, if you have to audible off that, I understand. But in this sense, y'all went off the freaking – y'all did what y'all wanted to do. Oop de fucking oop. Give me a fucking break. Oop de fucking oop.
I have nothing but respect for him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because not all coaches do that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, bro, we ride with Nick. We ride with Brian. We just got to come out. We just got to play ball. That's all it is. It's either one person messing up or something like that. And I'm not saying that somebody just trying to mess up, but it happens. We human. You know what I'm saying? So, like, but like I said, it's highs and lows, and you see the glimpses. So that's why I'm like, but we right there. We right there. Despite everything, despite everybody saying this or saying that, like, we right there. And we know we are. And that's the only thing that matters, that we know. You know, you can say whatever you want to say, but when it happens, then it's gonna be like, oh, what is going on? Oh. What if it don't happen? Then well, we're gonna try again. That's just what it is, and that's how you have to approach life.
What was the reception when after everybody was
the players are the ones making the plays? Does everybody in this locker room feel that way?
I can't speak for everybody in the locker room. I can't speak for everybody in the locker room, but they don't play. Do the coaches play? Nope. Have you seen a coach on film play?
Hell no.
Well, there shouldn't be no question about it then.
Let me say another thing too. lot of these cats, these fans are all different fan bases running their mouth all the time, act like they never played a sport or even played football. Shut the hell up and stick to your fantasy football and betting. Y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Y'all don't know what it takes to be on that field and get punched in the mouth. You don't know what it takes.
When you look at the way that these guys,
and I'm not calling out. I'm not just bashing my team or nothing that. But I'm just saying. But like, like, you shouldn't blame nobody who don't lace their cleats up.
Right.
So I'm not saying that we are blaming or whoever media blaming. I'm just saying we play.
When it comes to Jalen, what are the pluses and if there are any drawbacks of being essentially best friends with the quarterback when you're going through some less than ideal times?
I think, honestly, with being friends, I think conversations get blown out of proportion. Sometimes it may look heated than what it really may be. And nowadays everything is broadcast.
Right.
If we have a conversation and we're arguing. I'm arguing about targets or something.
There's been times in the game where he's arguing. They look like they're arguing, and it looks like AJ Brown's just looking disgruntled. And I even thought I was tripping for a second. Like, man, what's wrong with AJ Brown? This interview is giving me a lot of detail, like what he's really about, man. He can act like how he want to act. I had to deal with Terrell Owens, T.O. You know what I'm saying? This kid is nothing like T.O. Now, granted, I love T.O., but he had a bigger ego than this kid. That's a fact. Donovan McNabb. But also, T.O. didn't have no Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts ain't throwing AJ under the bus like Donovan was throwing T.O. on the bus, and that's keep a spade a spade.
Something like that. And in reality, just something that we may saw or he didn't see or I didn't see, or something was said, and that'd be the end of it. It doesn't be that deep. But the media, the reporters say whatever, on TV, the commentators say whatever, the whole world go with it, and that's just how it happens. So,
AJ, when you look at the way that they,
AJ, you said you're not complaining about targets, but you haven't had a 100-yard receiving game in the past 4 games. You haven't had a touchdown during this losing streak, and you only had 1 target in the second half. Isn't targeting you part of the solution here?
I mean, I'm always say, like I said last year, if you throw me the ball 105 times, I'm gonna win 106 times. That's
right.
Because I feel like I could change the game in a moment.
That's the type of person that just wants to win, man. He knows he's a winner, and you know what he brings to the table. You know what I'm saying? When you're dominant at something, man, you want to dominate at it. You know what I'm saying? Give me an opportunity to dominate, right?
But if I don't get the ball, all right, he may felt like that was best. So there's nothing I can do about it. Like I said, I was not mad about the call or whatever. I was upset at my partner going down. I saw he got rolled up, and now because I know I'm gonna need Smitty down the stretch. So that's what it was.
You hear what he just said? He knows he's gonna need Smitty down the stretch, which I agree. But AJ and Philadelphia fans, I need you guys to understand and realize this. We had a problem at linebacker. So, which means is it puts a lot of stress on our D-line and our secondary. When you start going into the playoffs, everybody can run the ball. Lately, we ain't been able to stop a cold. Keep that in mind.
People may not believe that, but I don't care, man. It's at this point, like, I don't care. I don't care. They're going to create whatever narrative and, like, they're going to split in the locker room and all this shit. That's bullshit. And honestly, I'm
bullshit.
What's his name? What's the reporter's name?
What's the reporter's name?
Mark. I'm kind of glad he's not here because I was going to ask him because I want to know, like, who's saying that, because I know my teammates are around for me. And I'm around for them. And I got their back, so.
When you spoke to them.
Yes, sir. That's all I wanted to show y'all, man. Look, I feel AJ, man. That kind of helped me out a little bit, AJ, and I appreciate that insight, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, brother, You've been playing. You've been having a hell of a 2 years here, man. Overall, your overall success here, you're worth every penny, and you deserve to be in the position to win. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you. I never really. I mean, sure, you made some human mistakes, dropped the ball here or two, but bro, you've made some clutch plays for us, bro. Like, and I've been an Eagles fan when we didn't have receivers, and it is really frustrating. When I remember the James Thrash days, the Ty Pinkstons. You know what I'm saying? Freddie Mitchell's. I remember them days. Now we got you and Devontae, and we got these weapons. That's why, as his Philadelphia Eagles fans, we're just so frustrated because, like, we were so close last year to win the Super Bowl. Like, man, we was right here. Boom, failed. These last 3-4 games, man, feel like it's been flatlined. But I honestly feel a little rejuvenation, man. Like, I'm going to look at the bright side. Let's look at the bright side, ladies and gentlemen. Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni, ever since they've been in Philadelphia, they've been in the playoffs every single year. They've been here for 3 years together since Jalen Hurts has really been starting. 3 years. They've been in the playoffs every single year, and they've been to a Super Bowl. Let's put that in perspective. There's teams out there in the NFL that die to go to the playoffs. That's a wild card. And we expect to go to the playoffs, like every year, like it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beauty of being a Philadelphia Eagles fan. So that's why I take the heat from these outsiders roasting me, you know what I'm saying, trolling me. I see y'all always want to come to me at work and shit. Oh, Brandon, how them Eagles, blah, 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 blah. It's all good. I'm going to stand 10 toes down all day long. You feel me? Hey, it is what it is. Still an Eagles fan. I lived in California back in like 93. Was it 93? I lived in California around Frisco fans. I was the only person with I had the starter jacket, the Eagles starter jacket, and the reversible Ricky Waters jersey. And everybody used to laugh at me. Everywhere I move, everywhere I'm going, I'm always in the state. Because look, I've been living in the West Coast, right? Eagles is in the East Coast, so I got to deal with a lot of West Coast teams. And for years, we ain't win a Super Bowl, and I used to just be so mad I had no comebacks, but now I have a comeback. Hey, we won a Super Bowl. We're still a successful team. You know what I'm saying? We've been to the playoffs. We're going to the playoffs this year. You know what I mean? So whether we like it or not, whether I like it or not, hey, we're a success, period. I don't care what anybody say, man. So that's why I said I'm going to apologize to my Philadelphia Eagles fan base, man. It's still Eagles or nothing. Period, man. I bleed this green, baby. So don't ever get it twisted. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm gonna have my emotional times and everything, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna be 10 toes down in your face with extra bass. I promise you that. Partner, yeah. In a major way though. Heavy fast on the gas, no brakes. That's how we're gonna do it though, yo. Period. So if you don't like it, man, I don't know what to tell you, bro. So AJ, man, I feel you, bro. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm definitely getting your jersey because I ain't really into buying jerseys anymore. You know what I'm saying? But I got to get AJ and Devontae now because they're my guys. Feel me? But it was just disappointing to me these last few games and how our defense has felt apart. You know, sure, our offense stumbled here and there, but for the most part, they were carrying us for a while. You know what I'm saying? And that last game on defense with Cardinals didn't even punt one time. It was just like so frustrating. I come from the days of watching Brian Dawkins just rip your head off. You know what I'm saying? I used to love watching defense. Because our offense was really not that great because we had sorry receivers back then. You know what I'm saying? But our defense, boy, woo! Jim Johnson, R.I.P., brother. We need to come back to that type of aggression where we're feared. We ain't feared, bro. That's the problem. We have no thumpers out in that defense right now. We've been doing all this investing in the defensive line, and it's kind of starting to kick us in the butt. But at the end of the day, man, I think it's all going to work out. Even if it don't this year, that's fine. Because we'll be back next year. We're still going to be a problem. No matter what, we're going to be a problem regardless. So, you know, we'll see what the future brings. We're going to take it week by week, you know what I mean? But overall, I feel like it still was a successful year. We had the hardest schedule in the NFL, period. Look it up. The hardest schedule. So, you know, Yeah. But congratulations to all the teams that, doing their thing. Frisco, they clinched the home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Congratulations to them. Cowboys is in the hunt for winning the East, and we in a wild card spot as we stand right now. But hey, I ain't tripping. But it's your boy B Dub, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm always keep it funky, though. You know what I'm saying? Always keep it funky. But yeah, boy, I'm out of here, man. I just had to give y'all a little something. Share for my live. Hey, share the live, man. Like and subscribe, please. And holler at your boy and drink water, though. Peace.